This not your average podcast. You ain't talking about nothing. When they hit the highway, yeah, they talking about something. Better tune in and listen. Get the scoop they digging. It's just an open discussion. Now tell me what's your position. This not your average podcast. You ain't talking about nothing. When they hit the highway, yeah, they talking about something. Better tune in and listen. Get the scoop they digging. It's just an open discussion. Now tell me what's your position. Lady Roscoe on point. She gon' tell you the drill. You got Yoko Camille. All work, no play. She gon' give you the spiel. Let's talk about it. What's the truth? They just keeping it real. Square business, that's the deal. They gon' speak on something, just pick a topic, get it poppin'. Not your average type of show, they keep it rockin', ain't no stopping. Controversial, who cares? We taking over, keep on watching. Motion steady on go, anticipation got 'em flocking. Ain't nothing average about it, just keep glad that you found it. Tell a friend about it, know we all about it, so we gon' speak about it. Yoko Camille and Lady Roscoe, leave no doubt about it. Scream it out from the mouth. This not your average podcast. You ain't talking about nothing. When they hit the highway, yeah, they talking about something. Better tune in and listen. Get the scoop they digging. It's just an open discussion. Now tell me what's your position. You know what it is. Not your average podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yoko Camille, Lady Roscoe. Y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying?
All right, welcome to Not Your Average Podcast. I'm Yoko Camille.
And I'm Lady Roscoe.
And how have you been, ma'am?
I've been pretty decent. How about you?
I've been good. I can't complain. I know we're about a week behind.
That is okay.
Life has been life in the process of moving. So, apologize to, our listeners out there for being a little behind. But, hey, we got you this week.
Exactly. Not forgotten.
Not at all. So what have you been doing this weekend?
Cleaning up, trying to get my life organized. I think it's that, spring cleaning thing that's in effect, especially being the mom of 2 young kids. It's like, so that's where I've been at.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I've been, like I said, just packing up stuff, looking for the right place and everything. And it's been a headache, but, finding a new place is always adventurous.
Right. And you'll get a new place.
Yeah, we have a few in the works, either renting or buying. So I just got to go look at a few more places and we'll be all good. But I'm not stressed. I'm not worried about it, rather.
Wonderful. Okay, good.
What I am worried about, though, is let me tell you what happened to me.
Okay.
So, I told you I used to do a little modeling and everything.
Right.
And last year, there was this model and photographer meetup. And one of my friends was going to do some pictures because she was really out there and I wasn't. But I was just going to support her. All right. But, I still dressed up because I'm a model and I want to look nice. So I had my little big afro going, my black jeans, my black leather jacket, and a black and white shirt. So, I'm really, you got the biker vibe, but,
right.
the chic look, I would look nice.
You sound cute.
I was. And one of the photographers, he asked me if he could take some pictures. And I was like, no, I didn't come here for that. I'm just here supporting a friend. Well, I should have took pictures with him instead of this other guy because he came up to me and he asked me to take pictures. And at first I was like, no, I don't want to. That's not what I'm here for. He was like, no, come on, let me, get some shots of you or whatever. Then, you and your friend, I get her some shots too. And then y'all send me your email and I'll send you the pictures.
Right.
That was in February 2023.
That was like a year ago.
Almost a year ago. So I gave my email on that day and I reached out to him maybe about a month later because normally you give like photographers and everything 2 to 3 weeks to get your photos to you because they have other people they need to work with. So you don't really rush them. You give them time. I waited until March 28th to reach out to him to say, hey, just checking to see when the pictures, would be ready.
Right.
I never got a response.
Wait, that was March 28th of last year.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. Obviously, because this one hasn't happened yet. But
Yeah. I
okay.
reached out in March. I didn't get no answer. Okay. I reached out in April. Still no answer. I reached out in May, June. He's
Mm.
still not responding. At this point, he was like, then he finally responded and he was like, hey, I'm taking a back seat for a minute. It's going to last a few months and that's it. Okay. So I checked back in a few months.
Wait, what does that have to do with the fact that he has your pictures and he can email them to you?
Exactly. You can give me the pictures unedited. You really could. I can edit them myself. Okay.
Right.
So then I messaged him in January of this year,
Okay.
hey, it's been about a year. Just trying to see if you decided to edit the pictures or, what did you do? Still didn't get a response. At this point, I can't even see if he even seen my message. It just shows that I delivered it.
Okay.
So I messaged him February this year. Same thing. Okay, fine. Whatever. You don't want to respond. And it's not even the fact that you have the pictures. You asked me to take pictures. I didn't come up to you and be like, hey, why don't you take some pictures of me? Whatever. And it's a
Right.
photo meetup. That's the whole point of us intermingling with each other. You take my pictures, I post them online. You choose some, contacts and whatever. It's a whole meetup thing. We're supposed to network and do all these things.
Right.
But you decided that you didn't want to do this. You could have either reached out to me and said, hey, I lost the pictures or I accidentally deleted them or something. He chose to not respond at all. So you know what I did?
No, except for the break, remember?
But besides that break, that was it. Do
Yeah.
you know what I decided to do?
What did you do?
Since he wouldn't answer me any other way, I was like, hey, why not take it to social media? So I made a lovely, nasty Instagram and I tagged him in it.
I saw your
And
post.
and then he decided he wanna message me back. I spent like 5 minutes shooting with you at a meetup. You're acting like you paid me or something. I don't even have those photos anymore. If you really want some photos, go hire a photographer to take them. First of all, bitch, I didn't hire plenty of photographers. I have other pictures. And it's the principle of the fact, you nappy-headed bastard.
Damn. Damn. Pew, pew, pew.
You
Shots
funky lip
fired.
bitch. It was the professionalism of the
Right.
situation. I wanted to continue working with you because I thought you were pretty good. I looked at your pictures that you had on your Instagram and I thought that, oh, these are nice. I want to work with him. I was looking for somebody to do headshots with me for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have been one of those options, but no, sir, you want to be an ass about it. I have tons of people asking me if I know any photographers or videographers. Your name will never come up as someone I will ever refer, but I will always tell people to watch out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's like, I, I don't need your charity, but I did want to see how the images looked.
I'm confused on how he's saying now that he doesn't have the pictures when he could have said that from the very beginning.
Exactly. It didn't take you, it had to take for me to call you out on the internet and put out that you're a bad professional photographer. You don't contact your clients. You leave them on red for a year. It had to take me to go out and put that message out there. Mr. Augie shot me. Didn't think I was gonna call you out. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out there. You didn't think that I was gonna make that video and do it, but had you just said something, it wouldn't have been all this. And then you want to talk about go hire a photographer. Bitch, I don't need your pictures. I can actually take pictures of myself because I'm a photographer myself.
Snap, snap.
I have other photographers in Houston that I can go to. Yes, I can go hire another photographer. Bitch, I wanted your pictures because
Mm-hmm.
they were of me. You asked me at a meetup. That's what it was for.
Proper business.
Yeah, but that bitch won't ever get any of my business. I won't ever refer him to anyone. None of that. And I'm quite sure I haven't cursed this much since we've been recording this podcast, but he took me there. Like,
Beyond the moon and beyond.
girl, because his professionalism was non-existent. It only took a conversation, and you couldn't even do that.
Right. That's what it seemed like.
So yeah, I don't have time for people like him, and I wish nothing for him. I wish nothing. I don't wish any good. I don't wish any bad. I wish nothing.
Wow. That was
It was.
deep.
I mean, it was because look. Okay, so I was on my way back. I had a shoot this weekend. Well,
Oh,
actually, I
yes.
had a shoot Friday. I was in San
Okay.
Antonio, and I thought that I was going to be on Walker again. But
Okay.
no, it wasn't Walker. It was actually for a commercial. I'm not going to say what commercial right now.
Hmm.
But when it comes out, I'll definitely let y'all know.
Okay.
But yeah, I was down in San Antonio and I was on my way back and I had to go the back way. And it was like, what, 10? I was near Lockhart or something, I guess. I was down on 410, then it took me on 10 to 71.
Hmm.
And so I'm driving and it's a EMS behind me. So, I let him get over. And as he gets over and past me, I get behind him. So, he's driving. And I guess when another car got over, if they're over in the grass or they're somewhere else, I'm getting over too and I'm gone. And I'm following him like I'm driving my way. He gonna stop and tell me, if you keep following me, I'm gonna have them arrest you. Bitch, have them arrest me. I'm not following you. I'm going about my business. Now, I'm not waiting for them to get out the fucking grass off the side of the road to keep going. It's bumper on bumper traffic. And today I was like, I wish bad on him. And my boyfriend was like, don't say that. Look, that was the nicest thing that I could have said
Oh,
at that
dear.
moment. Yeah, he pissed me off. He made me really mad.
Oh,
I wasn't doing anything illegal.
understand. It's one of those you just have to do like a woosah thing and just.
I know. I was like, shit, you asshole. I'm going to get through traffic one way or the other. And the only reason I wasn't behind him
Hmm.
after he said that is because it was a truck and I couldn't go around it that had stopped.
Right.
Had that truck not been there, I would have still been right behind him. And what was he gonna do? Get off the exit, go to the accident that they was working, tell the police to leave from the accident, come all the way around, find me and arrest me and take me to jail? I think the fuck not.
That's a lot of energy.
Yeah, so sir, you saying all that to not be able to do none of that. Your
Mm-hmm.
accident was on the other side of the road. So how was they gonna come get me after you exited?
Exactly.
Like, sir, you don't scare me. The police don't scare me. What I'm supposed to do?
Mm.
Be shaking in my boots. But yeah, that was my week. Yes.
It sounds so much more exciteful, me, I'm just a mom and that's pretty much like my bubble right now, but I'll have more exciting things too soon.
I mean, it wasn't like that was extremely exciting getting yelled at by EMS. He wasn't even the police. He's a EMS. Sir, go save that life. Go try to save that life. That's
Go
what you do.
save a life.
That's what you
Oh
do.
my goodness.
Because
Go save a
me
life.
trying to get through traffic too. Now, mind you, also, I was looking for a restroom or
Hmm.
because I don't know that road.
Yeah.
And it's a little TMI, but I had started. And
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's been a rough one.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't just be stuck in roads, bumper to bumper traffic like that with no bathrooms or nothing in sight. So when I
Hmm.
saw the opportunity to move, I moved.
You were
You
like,
better
I'm taking it.
right, and you think you gonna come threaten me, sir? Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
The horse. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Damn. Let's talk about stocks and what they are. Stocks, also known as share or equities, represent ownership in a company. When you buy a stock of a company, you become a shareholder and have claim to the company's asset and earnings. The stock market, on the other hand, refers to the platform where the stocks are bought and sold. It is the marketplace where investors can trade stock of publicly listed companies. The stock market provides a platform for companies to raise capital by selling shares for investors to buy and sell stocks to potential earn profits through capital appreciation or dividends. It's influenced by various factors such as company performance, economic conditions, investors' sentiments, and market trends. The stock market refers to a collection of exchange and markets where buying in stock, bonds, and other securities take place. It's a platform where investors can trade financial instruments such as stocks, shares, and derivatives. The stock market provides a transparent and regulated environment for investments to participate in buying and selling of securities. It plays a crucial role in the allocation of capital, also allows companies to raise funds by shares by providing individuals and institutions with the opportunity to invest and grow in their wealth. Investing in stock market offers several advantages for individuals. Here are some key benefits. Potential for long-term growth. Historically, the stock market has been shown the potential for long-term growth. Overall, stock prices have generally increased, allowing investors to benefit from capital appreciation. By investing in stocks, individuals have the opportunity to grow their wealth over time. Diversification. Investing in stocks provide an avenue for diversification. By owning shares in multiple companies across different sectors or even countries, investors can spread their risk. Diversification helps reduce the impact of an individual's company's poor performance on an overall portfolio. Divided income. Many established companies distribute a portion of their profits to shareholders in the form of dividends. By investing in dividends paying stocks, individuals can earn regular income in addition to potential capital gains. Ownership and voting rights. When you invest in stocks, you become a potential owner of the company. This ownership entitles you to certain rights, such as voting on important company matters, attending shareholder meetings, and receiving annual reports. Being a shareholder allows you to become a voice in the company's decisions. Flexibility and liquidity. The stock market offers liquidity, meaning you can buy and sell stocks relatively quickly. The flexibility allows investors to adjust their portfolios as needed, take advantage of the stock market opportunities, or assess their invest capital when required. Access to professional management. For individuals who may not have the time, knowledge, or inclination to manage their investments actively, investing in mutual funds or ETFs provide access to professional fund managers. These managers make investment decisions on the behalf of the investors, utilizing their expertise and research capabilities. Inflation hedge. Historically, stocks have been shown to potentially outpace inflation over the long term. Investing in stocks can be the way to protect purchasing power of your money and potential growth in line or above rate inflation. It's important to note that investing in stock market carries risk. Past performance is not an indication for future results. It is advisable to do research, diversify investment, and consider one risk tolerance investment goal before making investment decisions. Consulting a financial advisor can also provide personal guidance based on individual circumstances.
So we're talking about stocks, and I want to give you a few starter points on what to do if you're interested in getting into stocks. So first, you need to educate yourself. Begin by learning the basics of investing in stocks, bonds, and EFTs. Understand the different types of investments and how they work, and also the associated risk. There are numerous online resources for you to look into, including books and courses available to help you gain knowledge in this area. So, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you educate yourself. Then, you need to set financial goals. Determine your financial goals and investment objectives. Are you investing for retirement, saving for a specific milestone, or are you looking for short term gains? Clarifying your goals will help you make informed decisions and develop a suitable investment strategy. You also need to assess risk tolerance. Understand your risk tolerance level. Stocks and EFTs can be more volatile and carry higher risk compared to bonds. Assessing your risk tolerance will help you determine the appropriate asset allocation for your investment portfolio. Also, build an emergency fund. Before investing, it's crucial to have an emergency fund in place. This fund should cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It acts as a safety net, ensuring that you have funds available for unexpected expenses or emergencies. I'm sorry, got a little tongue tied. Also, pay off high interest debt. If you have a high interest debt, such as a credit card debt, it's generally advisable to pay it off before investing. The interest rates on debts are often higher than potential investment returns, so eliminating debt can provide a better financial foundation. Create a budget. Establish a budget to manage your income and expenses effectively. This will help you determine how much money you can allocate towards investments on a regular basis. You need to also open an investment account. Once you have completed the initial steps, you can open an investment account with a reputable brokerage firm. Research different brokerage options and consider factors such as fees, customer service, and available investment options. Start with diversification. As a beginner, it's generally recommended to start with a diversified portfolio. Diversification helps spread risk by Diversification helps spread risk by investing in a mix of different asset classes such as stocks, bonds, and EFTs. This can be achieved through mutual funds or EFTs that offer broad market exposure. Then you need to begin with small investments. Start with small investments and gradually increase your investment amount as you gain confidence and experience. This approach allows you to learn and adjust your strategy without risking a significant amount of capital. And then finally, monitor and review. Regularly monitor your investment and review your portfolio's performance. Stay informed about market trends, economic news, and any change in your investment goals. This will help you make informed decisions and adjust your portfolio as needed. Remember, investing involves risk, and it's always advisable to consult with a financial advisor or professional before making any investment decisions. Now, we are not investment professionals. We are not financial advisors. So take what we said, with a grain of salt. But we wanted to give you some advice to help you get out there and just really get to investing, whether it is in stocks, bonds, EFTs, NFTs, whatever it is. We want and encourage you to educate yourself, set your financial goals, assess the risk, make sure you have an emergency fund, pay off your debt, create a budget, open an investment account, start with diversification, begin with small investments, and don't forget to monitor and review your stocks and portfolios.
Let's talk about insider trading. Insider trading refers to buying or selling of stock or other securities based on material non-public information about the company. It occurs when an individual, such as a corporate executive, director, or employee, trades securities based on confidential information that's not yet available to the general public. Insider trading is generally considered illegal and unethical in most jurisdictions. Insider trading gives individuals unfair advantages over the other investors who do not have access to the same information. It undermines the principle of fair and transparent market, where all investors should have equal access to information to make informed investment decisions. Insider trading can distort market prices, harm investor confidence, and create an uneven playing field. There are two major types of insider trading. Legal insider trading. Legal insider trading refers to transactions made by company insiders, such as executives or directors, but done within compliance with regulatory requirements. These insiders are required to disclose their trade to the relevant regulatory authorities and the public within a specified time frame. Legal insider trading typically occurs when insiders buy or sell shares of the company for legitimate reasons, such as exercising stock options, diversifying their investment portfolios, or meeting financial obligations. Illegal insider trading. Illegal insider trading involves trading securities based on material non-public information. Material information refers to any information that could significantly impact the price of security if we were to know publicly. Illegal insider trading can also occur when insiders or individuals outside the company, such as friends, family members, or business associates, trade based on confidential information. This is prohibited because it gives those individuals unfair advantages and harms the integrity and fairness of the financial market. Regulatory authorities such as Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) in the United States have strict rules and regulations in place to detect and prevent insider trading. Penalties for engaging in illegal insider tradings can include fines, imprisonment, disgorgement of profits, and civil lawsuits. It is important for investors to rely on public available information when making investment decisions to avoid trading on non-public material information. There have been several instances where politicians have been accused of insider trading. Insider trading, remember, involves trading stocks or other securities based on non-public information that gives the trader an unfair advantage. Here are some cases. Martha Stewart, though not a politician, a businesswoman and television personality, in 2001 was accused of insider trading. She sold her shares of Clone Systems just before the company's stock price dropped significantly. Stewart was found guilty of obstruction of justice and making false statements to investors, although she was never convicted of insider trading itself. Chris Collins, in 2018, a former representative of New York, was arrested and charged for insider trading. He allegedly shared non-public information about a biotechnology company with his son, who then traded the company's stock based off of that information. Collins pled guilty to the charges of conspiracy to commit security fraud and make false statements. Richard Burr. In 2020, Richard Burr, a U.S. Senator from North Carolina, was investigated for possible insider trading related to COVID-19 pandemic. In May 2020, it was reported that Senator Burr, who at the time was the chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, had sold a significant amount of stock holding shortly before the stock market crashed due to the pandemic. The transaction raised concerns of possible insider trading, as it was alleged that Burr had received non-public information about potential economic impact of the pandemic. However, after reviewing the evidence, the DOJ determined that Burr's stock sales were based on public information and not on any non-public information he may have received as senator. As a result, the investigation was dropped and Burr was not charged with any wrongdoing. Now, it's important to note that the decision to drop investigation does not necessarily mean that Burr's actions were deemed as ethical or appropriate. The DOJ's decision was based on available evidence and legal standard required to pursue insider trading charges. There have been claims and accusations made against Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the House in the United States Representative, regarding insider trading. One claim circulated that Pelosi engaged in insider trading by selling Tesla stock options before announcing her support for electric vehicles. The transaction in question were made by Pelosi's husband, Paul Pelosi, who's an independent investor, and they were made based off of public available information. Those are air quotes, by the way. Remember, insider trading involves trading stocks or security based on non-public information that gives the trader an unfair advantage. It's really not uncommon for members of Congress or their spouse to engage in legitimate stock trading, and they're subject to the same laws and regulations. These are just a few examples of politicians who have faced accusations of insider trading. It is important to note that accusations do not always result in convictions, and politicians, like any other individuals, are entitled to due process and presumed innocent until proven guilty. It is important to be critical of the information we come across, to rely on credible sources when evaluating claims of insider trading or any other wrongdoing. Accusations should be supported by substantial evidence before drawing conclusions about someone's illegal involvement in activities.
What's going down with it, man? It's your boy Big Tone P, Mail Route Entertainment in the building, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go follow me on IG, Big_Tone_P, and Big Tone P on YouTube. Go like and subscribe to their channel. Shout out to Yoko Camille and Lady Roscoe. Not Your Average Podcast, man. Shout out. Much love, you know what I'm saying? Peace.
Welcome to Am I the Asshole? This is the place where individuals come to seek guidance and opinions on their actions, seeking to understand if they may have acted inappropriately or if they are justified in their behavior. Here we encourage open and respectful discussions. We aim to provide constructive feedback and give a different perspective. So if you're looking for a judgment-free zone to reflect on your actions and seek advice, you've come to the right place. So let's dive in and explore the complexities of human interactions together. Welcome to Am I the Asshole?
Welcome to the Am I the Asshole section. Today, our story is titled, Am I the Asshole for Ruining My Brother's Reputation by Telling the Truth to My Friends Group? Okay. My in-laws are currently furious at me for hurting my brother-in-law's feelings and his reputation with my friend group. Now, my single brother-in-law, his name is Chris. He's 38, and he's been hinting at me to introduce him to friends. And I'm not feeling it, so I've been refusing. Chris has been single for almost 3 years now, and he has been having a hard time meeting women. He tried flirting with one of my friends, Grace, but she was cold and unreceptive. Grace is not interested in him due to his inability to be faithful, and she wasn't attracted to him. He tried to flirt with her during a small party we had last Saturday. We had a party because my husband got a promotion and we wanted to celebrate, so why not? During the party, Grace had grown frustrated with his incessant flirting, and at some point she told him with no uncertain terms that she found him physically ugly, and that his physical ugliness is only surpassed by his ugly character. Now, she told him this in private, so no other guests heard how she tore him apart. Now, Chris left the party. The following afternoon, me and my husband was nursing a wicked hangover. And to my surprise, my in-laws called me to scold me for abusing him and embarrassing Chris. Now, after going back a few minutes, I let my husband know that it is his job to handle his family. So when my husband got to arguing with his parents, I reviewed our security cameras. And honey, Grace verbally tore him apart. Grace reminded him that he cheated and divorced his late ex-wife, Lily. Now, Lily was battling cancer. And then he got dumped by the mistress for being a cheater because he was still cheating on her. Oh, can you believe this? Grace told him that he wasn't a man of any significant value other than the few coins he had in his bank. And there was no way in hell she would entertain his delusions of sexual grandeur and beauty. She also said that the only thing he had going for him was his overbloated job title as an executive director to a third-rate company that will probably collapse in the next 5 years. And as a parting gift, she told him to consider some cosmetic work to improve his haggard appearance and perhaps to start praying for a divine intervention to fix his rotten soul, since there is no way a psychotherapist could ever come close to fixing whatever is wrong with him. My in-laws and Chris feel like I shouldn't have told my friends what Chris did because he's now perceived by my girlfriends as a terrible person. And I told them he was a terrible person and that people would eventually find out what happened between him and the late, great Lily. I discussed what happened with my colleague, Natasha, and she said I was cruel for having told my friend group about what happened between Chris and his ex-wife because Chris had grown a lot in the past 2 years, and he did need to be known for the worst thing he had ever done. Now, see, Natasha is also dating one of Chris's friends, so she also knows him. But FYI, I only discussed Chris' treatment with Lily with a few of my closest friends, maybe like 6 people. And half of them already knew because they were friends with Lily too. So it's not like I'm screaming, hear ye in the town square. So do you think I'm the asshole? Girl, no, you're not. If Chris is out here being low down, unfaithful, he can't take care of his dying wife, why should you let him go and do something else to another female? He deserves what he's getting. It's his karma. It's his karma. No, baby, you aren't the asshole. You are not. I don't know what was going through his head to try to manipulate you into making it seem like you're the bad person for how he behaved. Like, he needs to do some inner soul searching, and once he becomes a better person, then he'll be ready to date. And if he's having a hard time meeting women, obviously it's something about him. It's not like you're going out and telling all these other strange women what he's done. And what could his excuse be to cheat and leave a dying woman? What kind of person are you? How can you just leave someone battling cancer at that? It's just not like she had something wrong with her. She constipated. She had cancer. And you decided, oh, I'm going to leave her. She's dying. I can't wait till after she's passed. I'm going to leave now and let her suffer alone. That sucks. I would never do that to anyone. So, bad in-law one, you're not the asshole. You're not. Your brother-in-law is. And for his parents, what kind of grown adult man runs and tells his parents on another grown adult, how can he not take care of his own problems? That's a whole nother red flag in itself. What did he expect his parents to do to you? Like, I seriously want to know, what could the parents do to you? Were they going to spank you and make you apologize? Put you in the corner or something? Because that sounds a little childish to me. Now, his looks can be overlooked, but his personality. I mean, I've talked to people who weren't the best looking, but they had a great personality, or it was something about them that made me overlook how they physically looked. But to be ugly on the outside and ugly on the inside, you'll never find anyone. And when you do, you're going to meet your match. You're going to find somebody that's going to do to you 10 times as worse as what you did to Lily. And then for half of the friend groups to already know, how can the parents even blame you if they were around when they saw the stuff? And if they were friends with Lily, why would he even attempt to try to talk to one of them? If my friend died and I wasn't with my current boyfriend, I'm not trying to get with their man. Ew. If I want them when they're dead, when you're dead, I must have wanted them when you were alive and I was looking at them. That's a whole different story. That's disgusting. And then to keep trying after she's told you once, you should have just stopped then when you were ahead. And your feelings wouldn't have been hurt. And you wouldn't have had to run home and tell mommy and daddy. You should have stopped when you had the chance. But no, you wanted to keep trying. You wanted to keep trying. And look, she told you how she felt. And now you went home and boo-hooed to your mother and thought that she was going to change something. Maybe if she had raised you better, then none of this would have been going on either. So yeah, Chris needs to look inside of himself and try to figure out, one, like I said, why he left Lily when she was dying. Two, why he was cheating on Lily while she had cancer. Three, why he was trying to get with Lily's friends. Four, why he feels the need to go run home to his mama and not take care of the problems himself. So it looks like he has some things that he needs to work out before he decides to talk to anyone else. So yeah, the friend group don't already trust him. So who else is going to be out there and just see you and be like, oh, he looks like he's a great guy. When you give in jerk energy, they see they just got to stay away from you. Because if you treated any of my friends like that, there is no way in hell I would ever try to hook you up with anybody else. Nah, sir. You on your own. And if you don't find anybody, too damn bad. So again, sweetie, you are not the asshole. I hope you live a good and happy life. And Chris, get some help, sir. Get some help. And that's all for the Am I the Asshole section. If y'all have any stories that you would like to share and you want to know if you're the asshole, reach in. Email us. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and just let us know. This is Yoko Camille, and this is the Am I the Asshole?
And this is Music with Lady Roscoe, where we talk about current, past, and present music, entertainment, just for the best of ears. Black people have had a significant influence on country music throughout its history. Despite the genre being predominantly associated with white artists, Black musicians and singers have made an important contribution to shape and enrich country music. One of the most early influential Black artists in country music was D. Ford Bailey, an African-American harmonica player who became the first Black member of the Grand Ole Opry in 1927. Bailey's unique style on the harmonica helped popularize the instrument in country music and paved the way for future Black artists in the genre. As the first Black member of the Grand Ole Opry, Bailey broke down racial barriers. His innovative playing techniques and soulful sound inspired and influenced future generation of Black artists who were drawn to the genre. By showcasing the harmonica's emotional power, Bailey's demonstrated that Black musicians could excel in country music. Bailey's success also challenged stereotypes and preconceptions about what country music should sound like and who can perform it. His presence in the Grand Ole Opry stage demonstrated that Black artists had a place and could make a valuable contribution in its development. Overall, D. Ford Bailey, trailblazing achievements and artistic contributions opened doors for future Black artists in country music. His talent, creativity, and perseverance inspired new generation of musicians to explore and embrace the genre, ensuring that country music continued to evolve and reflect diverse voices and experiences of its artists. Other notable figures in history of Black influence country is Charlie Pride. Pride, a talented singer guitarist, achieved great success in the 1960s and 70s, becoming the first Black artist to reach mainstream success in country music. His powerful voice and heartfelt performances broke down racial barriers and inspired other Black artists to join the country music. Pride had numerous chart topping hits, including Kiss an Angel Good Morning and Is Anyone Going to San Antone? He was inducted to the Country Hall Music Fame in 2000. In recent years, artists like Darius Rucker and Kane Brown have achieved significant success in country music industry. Darius Rucker, formerly the lead singer of rock band Hootie and the Blowfish, made a successful transition to country music in 2000 and became the genre's most respected and beloved artist. His debut country album, Learn to Live, produced 3 number 1 hits, including Don't Think I Don't Think About It. Rucker has since released several successful country albums and has won several awards, including a Grammy for Best Country Album Solo Performance. Kane Brown, a biracial artist, has also made waves in country music. With his soulful and contemporary sound, his self-entitled album spawned multiple hit singles, including What Ifs and Heaven, which both topped the country charts. Brown's unique blend of country, pop, and R&B influences has resonated with audiences, making him one of the genre's most fast-rising stars. Mickey Guyton, talented singer-songwriter who has gained recognition for her powerful vocals and heartfelt songwriting. She made history as the first Black female solo artist to gain a Grammy nomination in country music category with her single Black Like Me. Her honest and empowering music has resonated with listeners, and she continues to make airwaves in country industry. These are just a few Black artists who have achieved commercial success in country music. Their contributions have not only broke down barriers, but have also enriched the genre with their own unique perspective. Moreover, Black songwriters, producers, and session musicians have played a crucial role in shaping the sound of country music. Their contributions behind the scenes have helped create some of the genre's most iconic songs and albums. It's important to recognize and celebrate the influence of Black artists in country music, as their contributions have helped shape the genre in what it is today. Their talent, creativity, and perseverance have opened doors for future generations of Black artists, ensuring that country music continues to evolve and thrive. Have you heard the new Beyonce country music song?
Yes, I have.
What do you think about it?
I like it. I feel Beyonce is from Texas. Like, what do you expect? She's from Houston. Like, it's in her DNA. The only thing I don't like is, you're going to have your haters everywhere you go. And people saying that she doesn't belong in country. I'm not really cool with that, but hey.
Yeah, that's weird, especially when you are from Texas. Like how much more country can you get than Texas?
And it's not as if we have never been involved with country music and stuff. So I just don't get it. We've been cowboys and cattlemen and all this stuff for years. So
Farmers, ranchers. Like I don't like my grandmother grew up on a farm. She said that, she raised with the animals. Like so it's like black people are out here, I think when people hear country music, they think of white people and then they think of white people in these places. And so when
yeah,
they see other races, they get a little confused, I think.
yeah, and it's like like I said, we've been a part of country music since like the beginning of time. Like people don't understand that the Lone Ranger is based off a black man. The movie, the TV show that's on now, Bass Reeves, that's
Mm.
the Lone Ranger. That's a black man. So you can't say that country, we don't belong in country when we are country.
Right. It's so weird. And it's funny because it it okay. So the fact that, it makes a staple of like white people are predominantly in this industry, like, but it also makes you feel weird liking the music because you're like, does that make me feel some type of way? Like, is that racist? Or do I like country? I like country not. Like
I, I,
it's a weird.
I love
Mhm.
country music.
Yeah.
I love Kane Brown. I love Dan and Shay. I don't know if you
Mhm.
know them, but I love them.
I like them
Um,
too.
I listen to all types of music. The only thing I don't listen to is like the heavy rock, metal, and stuff like that. I don't alternative music. I don't listen to that. But I have a whole. Where's my Spotify? I have a whole country playlist on my Spotify. It
Mhm.
has music from when I used to listen back with my grandma, Eddie
Mhm.
Rabbit. It's a lot. Probably believe there's plenty of people that don't know who he is. He's white, but I listen to him. I love Jason Aldean,
Mhm.
um, Sam Hunt,
Mm.
Cole Swindell. Like I listen to country music,
Yeah.
like all those songs.
When I was in like high school, I used to listen to Rascal Flats.
Mm. Yeah, no.
They're more like they're country, but they're like country pop.
Mm-hmm. I like what's his name? Tennessee Chris Stapleton, and
Mhm.
then the new guy. What is his name? Gosh, I was just listening to his song the other day. Let me go to my Spotify. Finish thinking of some whatever you're talking about while I find him, so I can
Mm.
tell you to listen to him. But I love him.
Yeah, I was learning things like the banjo was based off of instruments in Africa, and a lot of our uh, instruments like violins too were based
Mm-hmm.
off of things that they found in those countries.
Yeah.
So even the instruments have history as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Yeah. I figured out. Teddy Swims is his name.
Okay, no clue who that
Yes.
is.
Oh, you hold on. I know you've heard this song.
There's one song I like. Is I can't even think of the person's name, but it's like it goes. It's called "Wasted on You." Have you heard of it?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna play you a
Okay.
sample of Teddy.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Something's got a hold on me lately.
Oh yeah.
Don't know myself.
Oh, I love this song. Yes.
Yes.
So if y'all hadn't heard Teddy Swims, definitely go check him out because his music is amazing.
Yes. That was a good one. This one's called "Wasted on You," and his
Mm-hmm.
name is Morgan Wallen. Hold on. I found an acoustic version, but I'm trying to find here we go. Oh, wait, let me stop lying to you. That was a commercial. It was like, I got you. But I like it. It's about him falling in love with somebody. I'm gonna fast forward though to the parts.
It's all my fault. Yeah, I dropped the ball. You're gone and I'm gone 3 seats to the wind. Thinking about all I've wasted on you. All of this time and all of this money. All of these sorries I don't owe you money. All of these miles on this Chevy and prison appeal. All them days I've been wasted on you.
I like that song.
Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. I can see myself listening to that.
Right. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
And see, it's like many people don't really understand that Black artists help build country music.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically left them behind. It's like you said, the instruments, they had like the banjos and stuff like that. And that's where people like Hank Williams and Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson, they got their drive and their inspiration from, is because who else was talking about breakthroughs and tragedies and heart aches and stuff like that? We went through all that stuff.
Yes, Black people would sing songs to sometimes for messages. So when slaves were being traded,
yeah.
they would do songs as code, and some of this just turned into actual like songs, and that was our sorrows.
Yeah, because like we didn't have all the instruments like us today. We used things like lutes and stuff, and that really was a part of the West African culture with slavery and the country music.
Yeah. So I don't think it's an issue for Beyonce to do it. Some people say that they don't feel like the song is country enough. Do you feel like it?
This ain't Texas.
Woo!
Yes, it's country. I mean, it's even like some of their country music isn't all country music. You know?
Yes. Yeah,
That
you're right.
it could be considered something else.
I think I know what the problem is. I think they're trying to listen to her voice. I don't feel like they feel like her voice is a Southern twangish.
Yes, she doesn't have. Okay, I'm gonna play y'all another song. She doesn't have this. She doesn't have this girl's twang or her. I love her song too. Here you go. Huh. Sorry, y'all. All right. Showing up T-shirt. We got the tram stamps. Acrylic colored and barbecue in the line. Yes. Throw me in the saddle. Now she's a Black girl.
Was that
Tanner?
okay, yeah.
Tanner Adele?
Yes.
So she, like, Tanner was already out before Beyonce. And what it's doing is bringing other Black artists to the forefront. And I don't think they like that.
Yeah, because there are other Black country singers besides Darius Rucker, guys. That's everybody thinks about, because he's the most
but
famous
since
one.
She doesn't sound like that, I guess it's a problem. But yeah, there's, like you said, there's many other people besides Darius Rucker. You have Kane Brown,
Right.
Jimmy Allen, Allison Russell. You have Amethyst Kai, Brittany Spencer, Shy Carter. There are tons of Black country music artists that we just don't know about, that are being, like I said, being brought to the forefront. And
right.
It was about 5 or 6 years ago, maybe 7, when I found out about Kane Brown. And I liked him before I even realized that he was black. He doesn't really look
Right.
it.
Not really,
So,
no. You're like, "Oh, he's a little tanned." And you're like, "Oh,
yeah.
okay. I get
As
it."
long as the music sounds good, I don't care who sings it. I
Mhm.
listen. Reba McEntire was one of my favorite country music singers. Her and
I
Shania
like
Twain.
Reba. Mhm.
Yes. Work 2 jobs and love for kids.
Yes.
I am the tiger. I'm a
I'm a survivor.
survivor. I love me some Reba. Shoot,
Yeah.
her little neighbor used to get on my nerves too. The baby mama, I mean the second wife,
Oh, yeah.
the one her husband was cheating on her with.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love that. And then Shania Twain's "Feel Like a Woman."
Burn, burn, na, na,
Yep,
na. That was my youth.
girl. And then I'm trying to think. "I Kissed a Girl." I love that. Um, it wasn't. That's not the Dixie Chicks. Who is that?
I
Was that the
don't
Dixie Chicks?
I don't remember.
No, it's not the Dixie Chicks. I can't think of who it is. It's a country song. Not "I Kissed a Girl." It's something else.
Mhm.
Um, I have to find it, but yeah, it's a ton of different country music out there that I listen to.
Like the Dixie Chicks, they have that song. It's called Earl Must Die. I don't know if you heard
Mm-hmm.
of it. It's like
Mm-mm.
it's basically like a song that they talk about where this girl, if it's a small town and a girl meets a guy and they're dating, and then all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden he's beating the crap out of her. And then she calls her friend up and then they decide to murder her husband. And the song is called Earl Must Die or Die. I
No.
forgot, but it's a the way they sing it, of course, is like a folk
Mm-hmm.
type story, but
Yeah.
it's very clever and upbeat, so it's funny.
I figured out that the girl is "Girl Crush" by Little Big Town. I love that
Okay.
song. Yeah. Have you ever heard it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, hold on, girl. Hold on. And a bottle of her perfume. You ain't never heard that?
But it sounds nice.
It is. I love that one. Sugarland Stay.
Yes.
I love that. And I know there's a bunch of old songs, but I like the melody that they carry, and it's like a bunch of older stuff is what I like. All the loud and other stuff. I don't really like that part of country. I guess I like the really sad part of country and stuff.
I was just
If that
having
makes sense.
no, I it does make sense. I had my son listen to some I forgot the name, I mean the who sang it, but I was just singing showing my song this. I can't even get the words out. I was just showing my son a song the other day. It goes, it's like, "How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way." But it's like it's from like the 90s, I think.
Oh,
But
okay.
there are some country songs from my like growing up that stuck with
Hmm.
me. Even like "Achy Breaky Heart." Um
Girl, it's man, when I tell you it's like Big Green Tractors on my playlist, Cruise, Country Girl by Luke Bryan. Oh, my
Just
mama got me.
cruise.
Oh, we're talking about country. My
Yes.
grandma. This is my grandma's song when she was alive. Hold on. Yes, that's called Dumas Walker, and that's by the Kentucky Headhunters.
It sounds like the guy who did Boot Scoot and Boogie.
No, it's not him. We listen to them too. But it just goes like it's not a specific person, it's not color. It's if the music sounds good. And I was like, I know I said I don't like the hip hop or the upbeat country, but it depends on what it is. If it's like the old school, something like that, yeah. Um the what is the boot the line dance? Copperhead. I love that song.
Mm.
You ain't never heard of the Copperhead Road?
Mm-mm.
Yes, you have.
Maybe I have.
You've heard of Copperhead Road. Hold on,
Mm.
Copperhead Road. It's a line dance. Okay.
You have me wanting to just do a bunch of country songs.
I mean, it country is in my blood. I'm sorry.
Right? I'm gonna do a bunch of cover songs today and just put them online, and I'll be like, "This is Yoko's fault."
Okay, here you go. Go up some. Mm. 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 Let me try to speed it up some. But you ain't never heard this?
Not that I can recall.
Yeah, you'd have to listen to it. It's a line dance. And
Sounds
I used to go
90s
to.
ish.
It is.
Okay.
It came out like 14 years ago or so.
Okay.
Steve Earle is the person who is singing it, or the band, or whatever. But it is. I like doing the line dance. I like doing line dances, and I was raised in the country. I'm from West Helena, Arkansas, so I'm country. It's just in me, and so that's what we used to do.
Right.
We used to go to a club called Urban Cowboy, and that's where we used to do this at. So yeah.
Wow. I've lived in Texas a good portion of my life. I would
Mm-hmm.
say since like early childhood, and it is country out here,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't mind the countryness. There's a club out here in San Antonio. It's called Cowboys, and it's normally packed. This place is huge. And it's always packed with people with cowboy boots and hats, and people dancing on tables and
Mm-hmm.
riding bulls. Like
Oh,
it's
I
nice
love
there.
doing that. I love riding bulls.
It's fun.
Like it is. It is, especially when you're drunk.
I didn't have the courage to get on it, but I watch people and
Oh,
I
you should.
filmed them.
We definitely have to go, and we have definitely gonna get on there. It's fun.
Yeah,
It's
I need
it's
to buy
fun.
me some boots. So maybe, because don't
Oh, I
judge
have
me, but I
some.
walked in there with like just regular shoes. Yeah, everybody else had boots on.
Girl, whatever. I ain't judging. But I do have boots. I have a pair of the ankle ones, and then I have the longer ones. But I need to get me
Nice.
some. Not saying that they're not real, but I need to go to. I don't know how to pronounce the name of the store, but the one that starts with the A, the Arid or whatever it is. I want to go there
Okay.
and get some. They're expensive. I think that's the name of it. But yeah, I want some boots.
I'm with you. I'm with you because my daughter, she's only like 4 months. She has a pair of boots before me.
Oh,
Like someone had bought her some boots. She can't even fit them yet. But I was like, wow, look, she's got some boots. I don't have boots, so
mm-mm. And the only other thing that I know I really wanted to talk about in this music section
mhm.
is Meg. She's
Okay.
been killing it. She's been killing it.
Yeah.
So she went to Japan to give out the award for, the anime awards that they were having for Crunchyroll.
Yes.
And it's been a lot of controversy
Ooh,
about
why?
Meg and anime. Well, it's been people saying that she doesn't really, she really doesn't believe in it. She's just, I guess, doing a cosplay or whatever. But the outfit that she wore to the Crunchyroll Awards was basically JoJo Bizarre.
Yeah, I saw her outfit and The comparison too.
And then every year for Halloween, she's a different person. In order to really, no one that doesn't watch anime is just out there dressing up as people that they don't know.
I mean, I would figure if you're doing cosplay, you're somewhat invested.
You have to be done your research and not just, ooh, this looks interesting, I wonder what they are. No, you really have to be into anime. You really have to watch it and know that person is either a good person, you want to be them, or not. I mean, because like I said, when we did our anime episode, my boyfriend wanted us to go as Tanjiro and Nezuko, and I didn't know who they were, so that's how I got into watching Demon Slayer.
Okay.
And knowing who they were. And then when I found out, well, they're brother and sister, that's a little weird to me. I don't want to dress up as them. Let's find another costume because we're not brother and sister. So you guys to know who the characters are to cosplay.
Right. You're not going to just say, oh, I think this looks nice and I'm just going to wear it.
If you do, then it's a word for you. And I don't know I forgot what they call, it starts with a G. What do they call them? The people who be fake anime watchers.
Fake anime watchers?
Yeah.
So I don't even know such words. I grew up in an age where everyone who just faked it was called posers.
They call them somewhere. It's like a dweeb or it's some crap they call people, but I forgot what it is.
It sounds very stressful. I don't
It
see why
is.
we're so and what's the big deal? She's okay. First off, she's a megastar who's bringing a big load of attention to something that wasn't really being presented. Like honestly, there are so many award shows that don't get broadcasted. Like there's award shows for video games as well. They get like best soundtrack for video games. Like a lot of people don't know stuff like that. So she's bringing attention to an award show that people weren't even paying attention to before. Now that's more money, more eyeballs. Like,
and it was this one person that was like on TikTok that was saying, girls don't really like people who watch anime. Yeah, we do.
what are you talking about? Go to a Comic Con convention or an anime convention and see there are women dressed in costumes.
And it's not just like the stereotypical nerdy
sexy
girls. It's people that you wouldn't imagine that gets into anime. And it's not that we don't like the guys that are into anime. We don't like the creepy people that come up to us and do stuff. Like if you're a creep, that's totally different. Maybe not in high school was I interested in the guy that's running around like I can't never say it right. Naruto. Yeah, but yeah. People are crazy.
Yeah.
I won't ever say that. I can never say his name right.
Hey, it's okay.
You got anything else for the peeps?
No, that was all I had today.
Me too. It's been a good music section, I think.
I think so too.
All right, let's move on to the next.
Thank you.
Looking to have great memories captured in time for you to see whenever you like? Want wonderful photos for any occasion? Then contact Christina for all your unforgettable moments you want to cherish forever. You can go to her Instagram page with Rain and Light, and in her bio she states from Austin, Texas to wherever you are. You can also go to her website www.withrainandlight.com and get started with your memories today.
Yo, what's up, the segment of our podcast where we talk about the latest current events happening around the world. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn something new.
So today on Around the World and Back, there are a few things that I want to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is happening in Alabama. And it is a new law that says IVF services are in danger due to the embryo now being considered a child. So lawmakers have been scrambling for ways to protect Alabama and two in vitro fertilization services after multiple providers paused treatment in the wake of a state Supreme Court ruling that frozen embryos could be considered children under a state law. So that means if you don't get this procedure to have those kids and down the line you decide that you don't want them, that means that you're killing children because they are now considering those kids. Now, 3 couples who had frozen embryos destroyed in a mishap at a storage facility could pursue wrongful death claims for their children. Justice cited sweeping languages that the GOP-controlled legislature and voters added to the Alabama Constitution in 2018, saying that the state recognizes the rights of unborn child. Now, I want to know, how do y'all feel about that? What do you think? We already have no control over our body, and they're steady making all of these laws about our body, and we have no say. Now, Republican State Senator Tim Melton, who is a doctor, said his proposal seeks to clarify that a fertilized egg is a potential life and not a human life until it is implanted in the uterus. And I do believe that's a good proposal, because proposing that these are children now will put a lot of families in the risk of being charged. And I don't think that's right. They already have these crazy abortion laws when they already don't understand how our body works. So how can you tell me what I can and can't do, and you don't even understand how my body works? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I just don't understand. And then we have, it's hilarious. It's hilarious to me, Donald Trump, who feels like, as Black people, we are now on his side. We are now on his side because he has a mug shot. And because we are putting his mug shots on everything, on T-shirts and everything, that we're going to vote for him. And he had the audacity to stand up in front of everyone during one of his campaigns and says, "Oh, the lights are bright in here. I don't really see anyone but the Black people. See, I've come a long way. I only see the Black people." Like, what does that really mean? And do you think that we are that naive that we're going to vote for you just because you went to jail? You didn't have to go through none of the things that we've gone through, sir. None of the things. So what would make you think that we're going to vote for you just because you went to jail? We want you to go to jail. We want you to go to jail and stay there. You only went for a little bit. That wasn't long enough. You're racist. And you only want to see violent things happen because that is what you preach. Like, nothing that you say is trying to make the world a better place. You're inciting violence, sir. And then whoever your correspondent is on Fox News Oh my God. He said that we were going to buy his shoes because we spend $300 and $400 on shoes. So that's going to make us vote for Trump. He has the black vote, all because he put out some gold, ugly shoes that nobody wants. Nobody I know gonna buy those shoes. Who want those? Kanye? And we all know about him. So yeah, who wants those? Who is going to spend $3.99? And then it said supposedly some people won't get their shoes for like 3 to 4 months or something like that. Man, don't nobody want that. It's a piece of garbage. That is a piece of garbage. Yeah, I don't think they are going to sell the way that they thought they were going to sell, and especially not to who they thought it was going to sell to. They have a lot of work to go, because those shoes were definitely not it. And then, so have y'all heard about the satellite that fell on February 21st? It was ESA's ERS-2 satellite, and it fell out of the atmosphere over the North Pacific Ocean, and no damage to any properties were reported. But could you imagine being outside and a satellite fall out the sky? I think I don't mind having a broken leg. I need some money. Because I saw this one video on TikTok where this lady said something about a satellite or something had fell in her backyard and no damage or anything. No one was hurt. Man, I wouldn't have been taking no video saying no damage was hurt. I've been taking a video with me under it. Somebody help. Yeah, I would have been getting paid. Ain't no way in the world satellites or something's falling in my backyard or near me and I'm not getting compensated. Yeah, no, that's crazy. But to get back onto the satellite, I'm sorry, I got a little distracted because I just couldn't see myself taking a video and saying no one was hurt. Oh yeah, I'm hurt. The satellite fell and hit me. But so a defunded European Space Agency satellite the size of a school bus came crashing down on Earth on Wednesday over the North Pacific Ocean. More than a decade after the spacecraft finished its mission observing Earth's system and natural disasters. Over a decade? The satellite was launched on April 21st, 1995. After studying Earth's land, oceans, and polar caps for 16 years, ESA opted to end its operation in 2011 and deorbited the satellite to prevent the creation of more space debris. Early Wednesday, the re-entry track placed the satellite over the Pacific Ocean, possibly off the west coast of the U.S. Hours after the re-entry windows had closed, ESA operations officials confirmed that the satellite had completed its crash course with Earth over the North Pacific Ocean between Alaska and Hawaii at 12:17 p.m. I still would have been out there. I'm hurt, I'm injured, like planned or not. I'm going to be under that satellite and I'm going to be trying to get me some money because just say it didn't go the way that they planned. Then what? How would they handle that? Yeah. And lastly, I want to talk about is what is going on airplanes. Why are people trying to open doors? Why are planes falling apart? It makes me not want to get on the plane. It makes me nervous and scared. Because are they terrorists? Like what's well, not the falling apart part, but the opening the doors. Like that's just crazy to me. I don't understand why someone feels the need to just try to jump out the plane when we're up in the air or we're getting ready to take off. If you didn't want to get on this plane, you should not even came to the airport. Don't try to kill me and take me out just because you don't want to be on board.
So what I wanted to talk about today in Around the World and Back was I actually sat down and watched the documentary that Wendy Williams did for Lifetime. So I would say I am a Wendy Williams fan. I watched her show when it was on television, her talk show. I actually enjoyed watching it. Prior to me watching it years ago when I was younger, people would kind of gossip about her. They would put her in the level of Howard Stern. So kind of a risky topic kind of person, maybe kind of ruffles a little bit of feathers. But once I started watching her show myself, I actually became very fond of her and familiar with her. So I wanted to watch this documentary about her, basically, where is she now? And a lot of people may have seen it or not. Just to give a little bit of a backstory, Wendy Williams had a deal with Lifetime to do a 3-part kind of setup where first she has the original documentary, what was currently going on in her life, where she was dealing with her husband cheating on her, having a whole baby outside of the relationship, which she knew about the mistress before, but now the woman was pregnant. The same year, she's dealing with the loss of her mother, being diagnosed with health issues. So, but she was trying to show how she was coming up above that. And then followed afterwards was a movie, a Lifetime movie that was based on her that she directed. And it was actually a very good movie, the Wendy Williams one that comes on Lifetime. And so this last documentary was the last third installment that she had been contractually obligated to do with Lifetime. And so Lifetime was going to film. But at this time, this is when Wendy Williams was starting to disappear off of the air, where she originally had passed out 2 years prior, or a couple years prior, on live TV, and then speaking about her illness. And then, she kind of spiraled after that. And when she disappeared, or decided to take care of her health, she went down to Florida to be with her family, and they were taking care of her. Then accusations had came up that her funds were being mishandled and that she may not be in the proper state of mind to deal with her finances. So the bank decided to lock up her money until further investigation was done to see that if her finances were being mishandled or not. Now, it has been a couple of years now and the money is still locked. What ended up happening was, in some form or time, Wendy was appointed a guardianship. Originally, she had placed power of attorney on for her son to take care of her. Under her son's care, he stated that she would no longer drink alcohol, which she was not doing. She was supposed to be on a strict vegan diet, which a lot of people will attest against this, but the truth is food does matter. What you put in your body is important, and how you take care of yourself is how you will end up in the future. So her son had her on a very strict vegan diet, and her health was doing better. She had been diagnosed with frontal lobe dementia, and the other one was aphasia, and these both affect your frontal vortex, which inhibits your ability to communicate with people and how they can communicate with you and your form of understanding. So she had a alcohol-induced dementia. So people are thinking, is there a cure? Right now, they're saying there's not a cure, but eating healthier, doing healthier for your body will help slow down a progression of many things, but I digress. Anyways, so in this portion of the documentary, you see that when she's taken out of the care of her family and now her family has been shut out, Wendy has gone down a spiral. The judge appointed her a guardian, and I do not remember the woman's name. It was the name like Shirley or some to that extent. And then the guardian appointed the manager, who used to be Wendy's jeweler, to pretty much take care of her. And in the documentary, probably like the third episode, because it's like a 4-part series, he admits that he cannot do this on his own. You see that they're allowing Wendy to continue to drink alcohol. You are seeing that they're allowing her to continue to take in activities as in vaping or smoking. Those things are still not good for you if you are unwell. Yes, partaking in certain activities for normal people is fine, but someone who is in poor health should not be aid to that. So you see that the family is shut out, and you see her in such a raw and sad form. A lot of people feel like the family should not have allowed this documentary to come out because it puts her in a bad light. But I think that it puts a lot of things in perspective for things because the family was shut out. It is said that this particular judge who was appointing Wendy's guardianship has been known to take donations from people who are appointed as guardians. So let that sink in. And those guardians normally don't take care of the family, and they normally take money from the people. Now, that is all speculation. I cannot say that for a fact, but that's what it looks like. And now the judge is being investigated. And that's only because of who Wendy Williams is. If this didn't happen, a lot of people are going to go through this stuck. This is the same concept as a conservatorship. So basically, a guardianship and a conservatorship are both legal arrangements that involve someone taking responsibility for another person's well-being and financial affairs. Although there are some low-key differences of the two, they're pretty much the same. So a guardianship is a legal relationship where a person, known as the guardian, is appointed by the court to make decisions on another person, known as the ward, who is unable to make decisions for themselves. Guardianships typically established for individuals who are minors and have developmental disabilities or incapacitated due to illness or injury. The guardian is responsible for making decisions regarding for the ward's personal care, education, health care, and general welfare. A conservatorship is also known as a guardianship of the estate. It is a legal arrangement in which a person called a conservator is appointed by the court to manage financial affairs and assess of another person, known as the conservatoree. Conservatorships are typically established with individuals who are unable to manage their finances due to age, disability, or other circumstances. The conservator is responsible for handling conservatorees' financial matters such as paying bills, managing investments, and making financial decisions on their behalf. In summary, guardianship involves appointed of a person to make decisions regarding a ward's personal care and well-being, while a conservatorship involves appointment of a person to manage the financial affairs and assess of conservatorship. Both arrangements are established by the court to provide support and protection for individuals who are unable to make decisions and manage their own affair independently. So, of course, these are more legal jargons to sound fancy, but currently things look like they're being abused. They say that 90% of people who are placed under guardianships do not come from underneath it. The fact that Britney Spears had her life under a microscope is the only reason why another judge was able to appoint the situation to be free. I feel like this might be the same situation that's going to happen with Wendy Williams, because apparently a guardianship is up for an annual review and her family is trying to be a part of it. This was just disturbing, but at the same time, it was very educational as well. And I did appreciate that I was made aware of what was going on, because in form of a way, this is abuse. It's not coming from the family. It's coming from the outside. And if there is guiltiness from the family's side, it's probably guilty of just loving her. I think they should allow her to be with her family. And I think that the judge should be investigated for the alleged situations just so we can clear the air. So that's what I wanted to talk about on Around the World and Back. You guys have a good day.
Average about it, just get glad that you found it. Tell a friend about it, know we all about it, so we gon' speak about it. Yoko, Camille, and Lady Roscoe, leave no doubt about it. Scream it out from the mouth. This not your average podcast. You ain't talking about nothing. When they hit the highway, yeah, they talking about something. Better tune in and listen. Get the scoop, they dig it. It's just an open discussion. Now tell me what's your position. You know what it is. Not your average podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yoko, Camille, Lady Roscoe, y'all tap in. You know what I'm saying?